got the good stuff, and I can't stop feeding in a rental car, speeding down the 101. You got the good stuff, and I can't stop feeding in a rental car, speeding down the 101. 'Cause you got the good stuff. 'Cause you got the good stuff.
As I ride out in that sunset, this lone wolf stops to howl at the moon. Let's get that slow motion entrance that capture a room. 'Cause where the sun is...
Yo, it's Stone Vulcan. What's up? I had to make sure I'm recording this time. I did an entire video, except without recording earlier today, and so I had to just take a breath and walk away for a minute. Anyways, I do have an agenda to keep myself on track throughout this point. Anyways, the song I was just playing, 101, The Good Stuff by Nomads, solid song. I'm also gonna flip over here to the game. I'll switch these in just a second, but before I dive into it, just want to take... I'm gonna do the video now. I'm gonna do the video. You can go lay down. Okay. She's just gonna stare at me for a minute. Let's go. Anyways, didn't do the mindful breath, right? So if you want to join me before I start talking about the new release, feel free to join me, but I'm gonna do a deep breath in and then a deep breath out. So deep breath in and out. As I look down, I'm just realizing how much pasta sauce I got myself making dinner tonight. So there's a new release out. I'm a huge fan of it, and primarily what I love about it is the spirit behind the update. And I have to keep looking down at my notes a little bit to keep myself on point here, but what Scopely has done is create a more dynamic game for us to play. Meaning that there's more variation in how strong your ship can get with the officers that you're using. There's more variation for how the officer abilities interact with one another. There's more variation for how you attack other people's bases. And yes, gone are the days of the one-hit horizon little nom-nom-noms, right? But, I mean, honestly, I'm not a big raider. I'm a PvE player, 100%. I like to be efficient. I like to think about the most efficient ways to do things. And then I also just like to focus on whatever event is happening right now and maybe think about creative ways to work as an alliance to make sure that we win holistically. And so that is the fun part for me. I think the community of Star Trek Fleet Command has been the thing that's kept me playing up to this point, 100%, because without the community, this game has not been challenging enough to feel like I could sit here and practice and keep getting better and better, and that at some point I would become good at this game. There was no, it's not a first person shooter, and I get all that, right? But it's a lot more like soccer than basketball, right? You're not calling out plays during the game. Your strategy was in place. You might get a few changes here and there, but for the most part, whoever had the strongest ship won. And I'm looking forward to seeing how this plays out. The other thing that I would mention is just chill. Not only with how we and I'm gonna switch us over here to kind of just I'm upgrading my I gotta get my dailies done first of all with the Swarm, but I've also been grinding a little bit with my Bortos and my Mayflower because that is the event that we have going on right now. Circling back to the update though, this should create a more balanced game. And, if it weren't for the fact that Scopely put the 3 ranked categories that they do, right? I kind of get sick of hearing this is a PvP game, right? No, it's not a PvP game. It's a game that we play that has PvP aspects available. right? Just like it has PvE aspects available, just like it has mining. Like there's so much more to it than when people kind of like oversimplify the game and justify rude behavior or whatever by saying, "Oh, it's a PvP game." No, no, that's not really what it like. If that's how it's gonna make you feel better, go ahead, sleep tight, right? But anyways, as one of the nice guys of the server that I'm on, and I think every server has these people. It's just a matter of kind of like having those moments in time where you could flip out or you could go one direction or another. I've had my breakdowns, right? And there's just very forgiving people on server 20 as well. So, anyways, let's circle back to the game and talk about the event. I mean, basically, just really enjoying the fact that there's PvE grind aspects to this. And I'm curious to see, I feel like I'm very, very PvE oriented. And so I would be curious to see if anyone, has stats that are just blow mine out of the water in terms of damage done to hostiles or, hostile ships destroyed. I've actually thought about doing in the Quarks, the server that I host in Discord, Quarks Bar. I have thought about doing a survey where we take the statistics, right? We call them the stats that don't matter, but putting those into a spreadsheet, more or less, and ranking people. I mean, anyway, sorry, let me bring this all full circle. The top 3 rankings that we have right now seem to justify a lot of PvP focused behavior. And to get super upset at Scopely for rebalancing the game is just not, I don't know, it's not very thoughtful. Like, you should be thinking about how is this going to continue on, right? Is raiding going to be more challenging? Yeah. But like everyone loves raiding already. You'll find creative ways to raid. Now, you can have alliance members who are still supporting you, who don't have to be out there maybe feeding on your raids and stuff, right? Like there's just so many benefits to how they've basically opened up the world. And I appreciate what's being done. I'm not paid by Scopely. They don't have anything to do with me, nor I with them, except for how much I pay for this game at times. But I hope everyone is having a great day. I am excited to see how this plays out over the next few days and then weeks, and as the next kind of releases keep coming too. So anyways, hope you guys have a good night. Talk to you later.